Meet week for us. We went to Washington a couple of weeks ago, and now we're getting ready to go to Fayetteville, Arkansas, the land of Woo Pig Sooie. Down there with Bucky and Lance Harder, who are the helms of those men's and women's programs. Real excited that we're going down there and mixing up. It'll definitely be a step up in competition for us, and our rust buster there that we had at Washington, and we're taking a full contingent. I want to say our travel party is 75. So could you imagine transporting 75 to and from Northwest Fayetteville, which we're going to do on Wednesday. We're going to go in waves. One group is going to leave on Wednesday, one group is going to leave on Thursday, and then of course we're going to all come back together into Portland. Excited about that. All our cards or all our bullets or everybody that we have on our team are going to be competing. We're ready and excited to see where we are again.
Robert, what impressed you most about your season opening performance last week?
Mixed bag, just like most. Some kids performed above expectations, and then others not quite there. We were able to watch some film and have some teachable moments and have some learning things that we'll try to work on and see if we fix those issues this weekend.
Who performed above expectations?
There's a whole host of them. You got a team of 70 some. So if you take the law of averages, there's about 15 or so above, about 15 or so below, and then the rest are on par for where we expect.
Jessie's getting going this weekend, and she's doing so as a Bowerman nominee. She was talking about how she was surprised. She almost was surprised to hear that she was considered in that pantheon. Is she somebody who maybe doesn't appreciate kind of her own ability or talents or anything like that?
I don't know about doesn't appreciate it. I know we throw a lot of accolades and a lot of laurels at her, and others do as well, and they're probably well deserved. I think it's just her mentality of business as usual. Don't get caught up in all the glamour and all the hype. Don't ever get too high, get too low. Whatever cliches you want to throw in there along with that. But for her, the thing that I appreciate about her most is her humbleness. No matter how good she is, she's still the same girl that we recruited from day one that comes to work and enjoys and appreciates what she does.
I haven't seen the entry list yet for this weekend, but you have people in the heptathlon and the pentathlon?
We do. We do.
What are your expectations for those multi-eventers this indoor season?
It's early in the season for a multi, so we wanted to throw our men and women in there and get a chance. I just got the entry list while you guys are sitting up here, so I haven't glanced at them thoroughly, but Coach Henson was just telling me that there's quite a difference between the genders there, where you see the Pent, there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores there, versus on the HEP, there's a very senior-laden group there. So we have a freshman that is going to be competing in the HEP there, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets to compete against some squirrely vets.
Just one of your freshmen competing?
Correct.
Is it Pierce or is it?
It's Pierce.
It's been a couple seasons since you've been in this meet in Fayetteville. You mentioned higher competition. What's the atmosphere usually like down there for you guys?
We haven't been there in a while, but when we're there, they're probably the the second most knowledgeable fans in the country here. We are very proud of being Tracktown USA, but they do a good job. They do a good job there in hosting the meet. We have one of our former director of operations in Matt Downs that is going to be quarterbacking the show behind the scenes. So he did a good job here. I'm sure he'll do a good job there. And like I said, they have a large contingent of teams there, so it should be fun.
Coach, the Oregon Library has a track and field exhibit up right now,
yes.
And with Hayward Field being redone, what does it mean to have the school kind of keep up the history and keep that alive?
I'm forever learning, and there's some exhibits and things over there that I've been keeping up with and seeing that is pretty spectacular. Some of the letters there that I had no idea about, and then some of the little speeches and the little things like that, little memorabilia stuff I find unique. And so for the library to do that, I think is awesome. It just definitely goes to show our roots are based in track and field in this part of the country.
Do you have any letters that are going to end up in there some point down the line?
No. I often say that all those accolades are for people that are no longer here. So hopefully I can hold off on those for a little while longer.
Robert, at the preview, it looked like the hurdlers did really well. Edwards and Harvey, Anderson. Were you surprised by that? And what do you see out of those guys for the rest of the season?
To his point, that's one of those surprises there in Edwards and Harvey. Those were definitely PRs for those young men there. So they've been training well, and so I expect more of the same. More of the same for them to go out there and run well again, and then for Anderson to add his name into that mix of sub 8 second guys there. So he's been training really well as well. So just a matter of time before they put it all together and run something really hot.
The indoor season feels like it goes by real fast. Not a lot of meets. Is there an emphasis on saying, hey, people got to get qualified sooner rather than later?
Absolutely. Just like you said, there's not a long time there. It starts in January and ends in March. And then, of course, before March gets here, you have to have a qualifying mark to be in the top 16 to go to the NCAA championship. So it's 100% one of those things that definitely hurries by. And so you have a few opportunities to see where you are, and then you probably have another couple of opportunities to etch your name somewhere up there in the top 16, and then you have the quote-unquote conference meet.